Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lene. I hope you're well. If you're not, I hope you're well soon. As always. You might hear some sounds. I always say that in my videos because I feel like there's always sounds happening whenever I'm recording, which is fine, but it's kind of funny. Today, my message is a little bit, I don't know, like, the thing is, right, when you're so used to, putting yourself down or finding a problem, even where there isn't one, right? You're so used to feeling like you don't have the answers, or feeling like you have to constantly work at something to be worth something. Oh my goodness, that's so loud. I hope it's not that loud. whatever. Yeah, so it's like, it's the conditioning, right? Of feeling that you, of feeling like there's this constant weight on you to do better, be better, to, you're essentially torturing yourself in a way. And that's not fair to yourself, is it? And it's not anyone's fault that they've become used to it. And I feel like I've said this in a more recent video. It's just such the message right now in my life, and I feel like in a lot of people's lives, that you need to start treating yourself properly. You need to start believing that you're worth taking care of, that you're worth love and peace and joy, and that it doesn't have to be such a struggle to have that. When we're used to the struggle, it is hard to not have that struggle and to not know what to do with yourself when you don't have that struggle. You're like, well, where's the struggle? It's supposed to be there, right? Well, now it isn't, and that's a gift. So what do you do with that? It's your choice, It's your choice whether you're going to continue to battle yourself or to actually become your own best friend and to start treating yourself the way that you deserve. And when you treat yourself the way that you deserve, you will attract that in other areas of your life, right? The vibration will match. And it is the subconscious mind, right, that's afraid of these changes, even though it's good for you, even though it's necessary. The brain gets scared. The subconscious gets scared. And that's very human. There's no shame in being afraid of things. There's no shame at all, really. But, not even a but. That's just the end of that sentence. And for me, in my journey, I have these waves of feeling and thinking and mulling over, is this good enough? Am I where am I supposed to be? Am I doing enough? Am I enough? That is a big thing that a lot of us struggle with. Am I enough? Am I doing enough? Will I ever be enough? When will the struggle end? Well, it ends when you decide it ends. That's the thing. The struggle ends when you decide it ends. And when you start choosing to not struggle every single day of your life. it's a choice. And some people are frustrated when you say it's a choice. I've been frustrated by it. I'm still frustrated by it, right? Because it's easier to not have to keep choosing, right? Or at least it seems easier. But once you begin choosing yourself and you start to build that relationship with yourself and it strengthens, it becomes easier. It becomes easier. You aren't as scared. You aren't facing as much resistance, and you're actually moving towards the things that are good for you rather than what is bad for you. So I recognize that things feel hard. And I've wanted to, when I see people who are struggling, all I want to do is to be there for them and to help them to overcome that, to be happy, right? But why haven't I done that for myself? Why haven't I? Right? We are all worthy of not having to struggle. It's just that you become used to it. And it's hard. I know it's hard to get out of that struggle and to feel like you don't have to struggle. And even if I'm telling you this, the reality is that you're gonna have to be the one to tell yourself that. That's a hard truth that I needed to learn. Because I've spent a long time looking for external things to tell me what I already knew about myself. To validate what's already been within me the whole time. And that I was afraid wasn't actually true. I was afraid that I wasn't worthy of love, joy, peace, whatever. I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to handle myself on my own, love myself on my own. I was afraid of that. But I'm starting to not be as afraid. I'm starting to not be as afraid as I was. Because I'm being shown my own worth. I'm being shown, the truth of who we all are. It's very freeing, as it is terrifying. It is freeing. The fear doesn't last long at this point because the truth is so loud. The truth is actually comforting. But my mind is still struggling to accept it. But it will accept it. And sometimes it may not agree, but it is what it is. You have to keep choosing yourself and choosing what you think is best for you, even if it feels difficult. Even if you feel this, you feel an attachment to something, to someone, to a place, a thing, whatever it is, even if you feel an attachment to it and you're used to that attachment, if you know that it's not good for you, do something about it. You are the only one who is able to make that choice for yourself. Nobody else can. And you can't do that for anybody else either. We are all accountable for ourselves, for our own lives and our own choices, our own perspectives, everything. We are responsible for it. So you gotta take ownership, you know? That's what I'm trying to do. I feel like when I record these videos, I'm like talking about myself, but really when I'm talking about myself, I'm talking about you if you're watching this. And even if it doesn't resonate, it will with someone who watches it. So that's the whole intent purpose of it, right? Yeah. You know, I never thought that I would even make a YouTube channel. I never thought that I would feel confident enough to share my own thoughts and really feel like it was worth something, right? It took a while, and yet it happened naturally. Because I took a chance on myself, because deep down I knew that it was something I was capable of, right? And this decision to make this channel was scary, right? But now it's not as scary. Now when I make videos, I'm not as scared to make them. I'm not as scared to post them. I'm not as scared. Because it's the right thing. When you go towards something that is the right thing for you, is going to help you grow and expand, the fear does fall away. It doesn't stay forever. So, if you're scared because of the uncertainty that life in general brings, that maybe spirituality brings, just remember that you are capable. If you weren't, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be in a human body if you weren't strong enough to embrace it, to, really embody what you're meant to in this body. Embody in this body what you're meant to. You wouldn't be here, but you are. So let's do something with it, you know? I'm finding myself having to constantly pick myself back up. And just like, a muscle over time, once you use it enough, becomes like second nature and it's not so hard or scary anymore. So, yeah, that's my message for today, and I hope you guys are well. If you're not, I hope you're well soon. Yeah, we be out here. We be out here loving ourselves, growing, trying our best despite the conditioning that we have been in. That's all we can do. Alright? So, bye guys. Hope you have a great day.